Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Hope so. I have a small question. Like, it's already 10 to like. Anyone who knows what might be today's topic, what it might be. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hope I'm audible, right? Coming to today's topic, the greeting etiquette. What do you understand by this particular term, the greeting etiquette? What it might be? Oh, till then, like, I have another question for all of you. Like, what do you understand? What I can say? Can anyone help me with like what are the topics that you have learned over time? Like, at least just mention the topic names before getting into the grading etiquette. Like, I'm not asking you to mention like what I can say. The entire topic, like what do you understand or what the concepts did you get from that? Just wanted to know, like, just curious, like, are you remembering the concept that what are being taught over a period of time? Anyone? Guys, I'm not able to see the responses because of some internet issue, I think. Yeah. Good morning, Ali. Good morning, like Nagraj, Ibrahim, and Kirtanesh, and Taskin. Like, anyone, like, at least could help me with like what is the topics that you have learned. Like, these are like, let us take up an example of initiation. Like, what do you understand by that initiation term? Like, mention the just the topics, guys. Just the topics, like the names. More than enough for me. Okay, Shirin, Taj, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Come on, guys. At least the topics name more than enough. Like, if it is, sorry for that. If it is mind mapping or it is writing proposals, like that, just mention the topics. Okay. And be like, what is like coming back to today's topic, like the greeting etiquette. What do you think it might be? Greeting etiquette, is it so important? Okay, got a response from okay, Shashank as well. Alliance are taking the initiative with the handshake. Okay, very good. uh, like with Ghosh, good morning, man. Okay, come on. I want some like I know that you guys are like really interested in today's topic, like, but I want like anyone at least to take up like at least help me with okay, got a response from Ibrahim. Greeting etiquette, the type of handshakes and on the way of greeting to someone. Okay, very good. Like Ibrahim like very close to the answer that what I expected, and like Ali is also like very close. But I want some responses like what I can say. That is what it meant as greeting etiquette, right? But what are the different ways of greeting etiquette? Anyone? Like, when can we expect greetings? Like, we have covered a lot of topics for you, right? Like writing reports, proposal, memorizing, initiation. Yes or no? All those topics have you implemented in your practical life, taking some initiatives. Anyone here? And yes or no? Don't say that, sir. We are left with no time, so that we are like still have not taken up any initiations. Is that okay? Got a response. Have a good smile when greet. Okay, that's a very good one. A damn good one from Shireen. Very good. Shout out for Shireen Taj. Any others who want to give a try? Okay, like we can have greetings when we are passing. Like when you're like, oh, when you take up an example in academic area, like in the corridor of a particular college, you're passing, right? You'll be having when how can we greet like any of your friends or like your what I can say your faculty members like, with a smile, right? With a smile, it is very like what is infectious. Observe the hierarchy. Okay, very good one. Like the greeting depends upon like how, like who is the opposite person. Like on our way, we cannot greet all of them in the same or like the same fashion. It differs, right? Get the name game right. Okay. Neither like before in a class, like before the conversation, we would like to greet, right? That is the best what I can say. Like if someone like sees you, look them in their eyes. Okay, it's going really intense. Any others apart from Ali? Other thing like what are my other things like greeting, like having a good smile, like having eye contact, like responding and listening to the words of the fellow speaker. Like if someone is greeting you, the opposite person or the guy who is receiving that should acknowledge that, right? That's also a very important thing. Okay, got a very huge response from Ibrahim. Okay, greeting and we should. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, that's a good one by Ibrahim. Yeah, but what I say is like sometimes we'll be like passing on like when you are in a corridors like when you are sitting we can stand up. That's right. But like most of the times like when you like what I can say when you get into like the corporate field or like any of the jobs or any of the organizations where like your gestures matter the most in your face, the facial expressions, like how you interact, like someone like they will communicate in just in their eyes itself. Okay, Ali Ansari gave other answer, smile, amenity. By saying yeah or hello, okay, that's a very what I can say, formal way. Like saying a hello or a hi and having a smile. I think like having a smile reciprocates. Like if you give a smile for someone, like will their energy levels be higher? Will they have better higher energy levels? They will get motivated, right? By that thing. And in the classroom, we can greet everyone in the business and the party or social events and in a friend's home. Like they think like the greeting depends. Like the greeting is one and the same in all these aspects. Like how you greet in a classroom. Can you greet the same way in a party or in a for when you're going for any formal business meet or a tie up? You think like can we use a same greeting style? Okay, let us take a sorry for that. Let us take up an example over here. Like all of you are like some of you are very good friends. Like in this particular session, like you are sitting in a classroom and one of your friends comes and greets you for the particular day. Like how will be the greeting? How will he greet you? Like he'll say hi. Like what is the first session going on? Like how was like have you planned anything? He will ask all those things. But in the same friend, if you like you meet up or like you like have thought that today let's as it is a weekend, like we'll meet up in some place. We'll have a chill out. Like, how will you greet your friend there? Don't say like, oh, we'll use some other type of words and all those things. Like a formal way. Like, how will you greet? You'll be like, asking what's up, is everything going well? Hi, dude, how are you doing? All those things will be there, right? But the greeting depends, like in a very unique way, right? It is not one and the same. Like wherever you go, it depends on the instances. Okay, like anyone like having a very weird like greeting like received by anyone. Like you are not knowing him and he just gave a hug. Anyone like was got that way weird, what I can say, a greeting from anyone till now? And how can you greet a person when like passing? Like type it as yes or no in the chat box, guys. If you have such experience, let us look in like who was the lucky fellow. Okay, and like the greeting when passing. What does it mean? Like it's a polite way to greet a person, that is the best way. Like because when a person is passing, like when you know him or her, or like like she or he is passing, like if you are not greeting him, is that a pleasant behavior of any individual? So let us take an example. You are passing in a corridor of a particular college, okay, and your very good friend is like is in opposite way, he is passing you, and he will not greet, he will not at all have a smile, he will not at all look into your eyes. What do you feel about your fellow friend now? He is the best friend of your, he is a close buddy. What do you feel now? How do you feel? Like are you feeling like why the hell did he not greet me, or like he did not have a smile at least towards me? He would have not at least given an eye gesture. You would be thinking that, right? That's why gestures or like greeting or like greeting etiquette is real damn important. It's a very like, however, you don't always have time to stop and have a conversation. Obviously, yes, right? Just remember to smile as you say and hello. And a small wave is also a polite. Sometimes you pass the same person a second time on the same day, you can say hello again or just a smile. Like all of us, like each and every one of us, like not like me as well, like you as a academic career, each and everyone will be like occupied with a lot of things, right? Yes, sir, Do you think like all of us are really damn free, or like all of us are like without any works? To like give a, like always like chit chat with someone, like when you meet up with someone random guy, like when you meet up a close friend of like you're meeting up like nearly 40 to 50% right on a daily basis when you go to your like whatever say like your colleges. Yes sir, yes, but we cannot spare time, like we can like at least have a chit chat of 1 or 2 minutes, but can we spend half an hour with each and every one, like okay, like discussing all the things? Okay, okay, yes, yes, any doubts? No, right. So we can have what is the best way to greet like all of your best fellow friends is nothing but having a smile or just waving a hand towards him or her. Like when you see like wherever you randomly see him or her, or like and when I meet them again, like in the afternoon, can we again say and hello? Yeah, we can say, we can have a smile. We can like at least now you can in the break time if you're having some time, you can like have a just a formal conversation or like a buddy conversation. You can have that, but greeting them is more important. Like at least though he might be like occupied, like you are the busiest person in the whole world, but at least have a smile, at least have the courtesy to wave a hand or like shout out his name, like he or she is passing. Okay, that's the best way to greet when someone is passing. And these are the amount of phrases that we can use, like hello, hi, good afternoon, and good morning, and good evening, depending upon the instances when you meet them. And hey, John, or hey, Ali. Okay, okay, and how it's going? This is the one thing, like very what I can say, very familiar one. How it's going? Is everything fine? Any other phrases that we can use, or like like use any others? Like who want to give up an or give an example? Like what's the doubt that Kalyan is having? Okay, good morning. Yeah, that's been mentioned already. Any other phrases? What's up? What's going on? How are you doing today? Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, how are you? Okay, apart from that, have a nice day. Okay, very good, very good. From Taskin, very good. Shout out for Taskin. Sorry, that's the one thing. Like a very good one. Good night. Like okay, we can use that. That also, yeah, we can like implement or like we can use as a phrase. Have a nice weekend. Yeah. See here, it depends on some instances. Like having a nice weekend. Like we can say it today, like on Fridays, only on Fridays, right? But can you say it on like a Monday Eve? No, right? That's why like looking into the time that is being mentioned is also really important. Had your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. Have a good day. Okay. All those things. Very good, guys. All of you like came up with some really good. What I can say responses. Thank you for being very interactive. Any doubts? These are some of the other things, like other what I can say phrases, like when you meet up. Just a minute, guys. When you meet up any of your no worries about that. Just a cough, guys. Okay. And coming back to like when you meet some of your close friends, like we'll treat them in a very different way, right? Sometimes we're giving them a okay, very good from Taskina. That's that's the other best one. Shout out for that. How all at home? Like inquiring about that is also a very formal way. Okay, and coming back to like these are some of the very slang greetings. Like what you use for your like one of your like very best friends. Okay, got a response. Stay home. That's also another one thing that we can use. And certain English speaking countries also have their own popular form of hello. Like some might pronounce it in hello. Okay, they will be having their own what I can say pronunciation and how days and hi, what's up, you, hello, buddy, how is everything? Okay, that's the one thing. Like how do you like greet your fellow close friends, guys? Anyone here like want to like I'm not getting like what is Kalyan trying to say? Like 7 years mentioned. Okay, Haida. Okay, I know that it will be not like it will not be like a question mark. It will be like a word that will try to pull their legs, right? I know that. Hi, buddy. How is everything going on? What? Yeah, still you're alive. Some might ask this question as well while greeting what I said. Okay, very good, guys. And coming back to greetings before, how you will like greet them before starting a conversation. Like how you do that? Like close friends often hug when they greet each other. Like now because of practically because of the COVID pandemic, not the best way, not the best suited as well. Yes sir, I know. But earlier we had this practice. How's your health? That's another way like uh checking up with someone. Okay. And especially after a long time without seeing one another, men sometimes give each other a handshake or a high five. Okay, this is the one thing that I was expecting from someone. I got a response using fist or hug. Okay. Okay. From Ali, like how is life going on? like a very what I can say, like what is the one thing that I see, like most of people is will ask the in the corporate field. This is the one question, like they will usually be asking for each and everyone, like whatever might be your designation, this is the one thing they will ask, because they will be very curious to know like how is it, how is the work going on, and how is the personal and professional life like is being balanced, or how is it going, is it out of control. All those things can be answered in this particular question. And what about our health, all those things will include in this particular thing. Okay, and coming back to, like when men give like high fives and what I can say, or a handshake, formal handshake will be given, and you have to express happiness to see a person and ask a question when you're beginning a conversation. Okay, let us take a small instance over here. Like all of you are like uh, in the online, like it is a lot of time. Like it has been like nearly 2 to 3 months, right? Like all of you are like facing the online classes. Like you have not met your fellow friends from past 2 to 3 months. Yes or no? But when you meet up your close friend, like what is the way? Like you will express a gratitude, like what I can say, you'll have a smile automatically on your face, right? Or like will you see like why this person has turned up today? Like when the first day of the college starts, or like not the first day, like when it all becomes normal. Like when you meet again, what might be like you'll be having a very good what I can say smile on your face, or do you feel like why the hell this person like uh turned up today? Is that the question that you'll be having? Like, do you like sometimes you like you'll be not so happy to see a person, but reflecting on that on the face, is that the best way to have a very good greeting, like early, like early in a day? Like someone is not so like very close to you, like how would you greet him? Like when you see him, like you're not so happy, but still you should have a attitude to like have a smile on your face. Yes or no? Because you're trying to build up, like the world is full of haters, guys. Come on. Like at least try to like cheer up your fellow friends. Like who might not be so like what I can say close to you, but try to have the attitude to cheer up each and everyone by just having a small smile. It's very like what I can say infectious, and it is very effective as well. It will give others a sign of belief that someone is there, like was trying to like give me a motivation, give me a push. All those things will be there in their head. Okay, if someone like if you turn up meeting someone and he is not at all happy to see you, like what might be your entire day? Like how it might spend? Though he might be like full of energy, like on the first day of returning to the college, like because everything is normal. But if someone greets you without with a sad face, or like the first person, how might your day turn out? It will not be a pleasant one, right? That's why it's very important. And some of the other phrases, like when we are continuing like any conversation, like when you're making a conversation, like what are things that we'll use definitely in between? Nice to see you. Long time no see. I haven't seen you for a while or in a while. What have you been up to? And how are things going on? Like that is the same thing. It's been a while since I have seen you. Like what's new? Not much. Answer to what's new. Like if someone asks you like I've not seen you for a longer time. Like what does it mean? Any updates? Like, okay, I have a question. Like, how are they? Like, what? Just a minute. What are you up to? What does it mean? Like, if someone asks you, like, what are you up to? What is an answer from your end? If someone like is a what I can say, faculty of your colleges, like, will ask you like when you return to the particular college, like, what are you up to in all those days, the pandemic? What does it mean? Okay, nice to meet you. What does it mean? Like, how? What are you up to in our pandemic days? If someone asks you, like, what might be your answer for that question? What kind of what interest are you doing? Okay. Like still precise. Anyone? Like I got a very close answer, but I needed still a better one. Like, okay, I will wait for 30 more seconds. Let's see who comes up with a response. Who is the studies going on? Okay, that as well. Sometimes, like, what does it mean? Like, what were you up to in those pandemic days? Someone like did friends knew in a while. Okay, that's guys. Like, this is the other phrases that we can use. But which course are you currently doing or pursuing, and in which college? Okay, like it means that, like, yeah, like what are you pursuing? Like, what is your intention and what is your goal and how you invested a long time to see. Like these are the phrases, guys. I got that. Like my question was like, what do you mean by what were you up to in your pandemic days? What were you doing? It should like you should answer that in such a way that okay, I was like up to like into designing. I was learning some new programs as well as I set a goal and took an initiation that I want to get placed into some MNCs. This was I up to when I was in my pandemic days. This should be your answer. Like where did you invest your time? Okay. What are the new things that you learned? That is what does it mean? That should be the answer. The answer should include those because like this will be a definite question. Like I think like when you go through like when you are in your like if you get into placement rise and all, this will be definitely be a question. I'm damn sure about that because like this is a one question that obviously all the interviewers or the HR round it will definitely will be appearing for you. So be prepared for that particular question. What are you doing in your free time apart from studies? Okay, we can say that. Yeah, apart from studies, like what were the areas that you, as an individual, took some initiatives, took some small steps, set some goals, and you did from your end to achieve that? That is what does it mean. Very good, Abraham. Any doubts, guys, till now? And greetings in the classroom. Like, well, it's a polite way to greet a new student that joins your class. You need to give an introduction about yourself, right? That is a type of greeting that you will have. Like, you will exchange your names, your like what I can say, your hobbies. Apart from playing, okay, that's also we can say this is a normal followed by small talk, weather, surroundings, and news. Like, okay, like I have a small activity here. Like, if you are a newcomer for a particular class, okay, like today is like let us assume that this is a physical class like a normal what I can say offline classes. Today is the first day of yours to some particular college and you join this particular, let us assume how will you introduce yourself to any of your friends, like any of the person like who is already in that particular college, who is pursuing in the same semester which you are going to join? How will you like introduce yourself? Will you make yourself comfortable with others? Like as is the first day, all are new for you. I myself, okay, this is my hobbies, these are my strengths, and I am from this particular what I can say, uh, this society or this background. I am having this as my background. Like I am proficient in like what are your extracurricular activities. If you are like represented any of the inter college, what I can say, sports level, like zones, you can mention that as well. And my core like my other area of preferences are like sketching, portraits. If you have some what I can say activities or hobbies, you can mention that as well. Yes or no? Why mentioning that? Why do you think like greeting or like giving us a very what I can say, mentioning all those things? Like I am if we take up an example, if I am Srinivas, I am from Bangalore, and I had like I am really interested in like making portraits, making or like memorizing up or learning new things, and I want to enhance my communication over a period of time. This is how I give an introduction, and I feel really like happy to learn and to mingle with a lot of new friends and communicate with them. If I introduce like this, what does it show? That I am a socialistic person. I like to make new friends, and shows that I am really good in making portraits. And like if the other individual like who is opposite to me, who is listening that, okay, is really good in making portraits, if he's having the same skill, you can develop, or we can like be the best of best friends, right? You can exchange your thoughts or the ideas. That's why giving an introduction matters the most. Okay. And greetings in business, like anyone like who wants to like get into the business field here, or like want to become an entrepreneur, or like anyone like who wants to make an event managing organization of his or her own, at least having that thought process. No one wants to become an entrepreneur, or like want to make a startup of the research or own. Like no one is really interested in doing a business. Come on, guys. Or like okay, then it means that all of you like want to achieve something in your like academic career itself through academics. Like have you no vision about like event managing? At least thought of that. Think of this particular question. Okay, we'll come back to the same slide. Okay, just a minute. I'll paste the attendance form because it'll you'll have some time to fill that as well. Like no one wants to become an entrepreneur, guys. Come on, please fill this attendance form. And the feedback as well. Any doubts? And please ask your friends. Okay, thanks for the response, Ali. And please ask your friends to fill the attendance form as well. Very much required to keep a track of your attendance. Okay. Okay, like no one wants to become an entrepreneur, no issues, guys. Like depend. At least you are set. You are very clear that what I need to do over a period of time, right? But they should having an idea like how we should greet like when you are going for it. Like okay, we'll make it still more like you think that I will never end up making or like giving my time for a business. Having a client meet when you get into any organization, like it is a formal business meet itself. We can call that as a proper business meet where we need to greet your fellow client. Proper etiquette is important in business greetings, right? Like is what is the etiquette or what is the dressing sense or the what I can say? What should be your etiquette? Like how should be dressing etiquette when you are like looking into a business meet? Do you think like having should be we should be really well groomed? Like grooming ourselves is really required or like essential. A question from my end: if you are going for a business meet, like how you should look, how should be like presentable to others. You should be like really having a very good grooming attitude. Yes sir, no, that is the first thing. And make sure you use a polite language. That's please and thank you. And really thanks for your time. Appropriate titles and gestures should also be used, right? Like introducing yourself with the name and the title and shaking a very having a formal shake hand. Like not shaking the hand for the entire like 2 to 3 minutes. Just for crisp, it should be very crisp. That should be like shaking a hand and express happiness to meet the other person. And we should be like able to give and accept the suggestions as well as the thoughts of your fellow clients. You cannot say a complete no, or you cannot agree to all the things what your clients turns up or says. Yes or no? Like let us take up an example here. Like let us take that I am an individual from a particular organization and you are my client. Okay, I'm looking to like make an association with you regarding a production of a commodity, and you turn like I will greet you like I will say that I'm Srinivas, like this is our organization, and we are looking for a tie up with you, or like looking for an investment from your end. What we are and how we are, we like what are the things that I as an individual of the particular organization should give to my fellow client. We should inform him that we are like what I can say, we are from Srinivas groups or like some random X organization, and we are having a production capacity of like nearly 1 lakh units per month. But as the demand is more in the market, we are like looking to like expand ourselves. For that we are looking for an investment from or like investment from outside and the sales figure, and we'll look into the last financial year transaction and the overall profit that what we had, like we will mention all those things. And I will make sure that I will like thank him for the client for his time, because he is the one who is giving me a business. From that business I'm going to like make a lot of things. I'm going to make myself better, make a name for myself. Yes or no? And I would get an opportunity to expand my business as well. So I would surely thank him. And if any suggestions are given, like I would give him a, like all of the shake hand and all those things will be definitely be done. And what the end is like, I will show him a gratitude that giving him a thought that I will thank him for his time. Though it might be like half an hour or 15 minutes or even 5 minutes, guys, thanking him for the time that he has given to me over a period of time. Like, though it might be a very small time, but thanking him, a fellow person or a client for his or her time, shows that you are giving specifically importance for the time of your particular client. It gives them a thinking that or a thought process that he has an individual, like he is stressing a lot about the timing or the time. He's a person like he was very dedicated. They feel that when you're like specifying all those things. Okay. And these are some other phrases like or the words that we can use like when you're in a formal business meet. Please have a seat for yourself. Thanks for agreeing with agreeing to meet up with me, and he will be right with you. Can I offer you something to drink? My pleasure. Any other things that we can add on, like when you are having a business meet and all? Any other things? Like what does the first phrase is like? This is a basic of basic, right? Like when you are like having up a meet with your fellow client, like it's a sign of gratitude or like a token of respect to the particular client at the initial stage, telling him to have a seat for himself or herself. Yes or no? or like it, or like if you like, you might think that I am this boss of the particular organization. What is the necessity for me, like to greet him with a seat or like offer him a seat? Do you think like it works out that way, or is that the best way to deal? Like an it is a very unpleasant way, guys. If someone like, if you are going for a business meet, you are then like a client, if you're like looking to invest money in some way, and if someone like turns up for a meet and he is not at all offering you a seat at all, would you be really invested in investing that like investing your what I can say, time, resource in that particular organization? Yes or no? Like if someone is not giving you the respect that you deserve. Okay, thanks for coming. Yeah, those are things that will make or shows that we are having a very good greeting attitude. Like basic things that they will look in all of them. Though they may like, no one would look into the like, would I get in a profit, or like would I, like investing money is the best, like in this particular organization is the best thing. First and the foremost thing they would like to want have is like a respect that all of us like, what I can say, need or required, basic essential, right? And thanks for agreeing to meet up or like to have a discussion on this particular thing. Like we should be really be grateful for those clients, right? And if you are like organizing a meet and you are saying that my fellow teammate or like colleague will come up and catch up with you for the particular meet, and if you are like teammate, sorry for that, for the interruption, guys. Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, no doubts. Okay, thank you is the last stage, right? But initially we need to have a like, what I can say is like they should be greeting you, right? Like giving them the token of the respect that what they as an individual like require, or like like if I am an individual, like I expect the bare minimum is like to have a gratitude that what I can say, that what I can say, of time. Yes or I do. That is why refer or like it is very much required. and like telling that my fellow like teammate or my colleague will catch you up like in that particular mentioned time. And if your team member is like reaching late, is that the best way to greet a client? No, right? You should be on time. And whenever like saying that it was a pleasure meeting you and thanks for your time, and like would hope for a positive response from your end. Like all those things will show that, or like give them a feel, like client a feel that he's having a really positive vibes. He's having, what I can say, he's like having attitude to grasp everything and like want to perform really well. That it shows. It shows that attitude. And this is the favorite part of all of you, I think. Critics at party. Like how many of you like partying or like going for parties and all? Like how like on that day you'll be having a killer, what I can say, greeting. You'll be like very much, what I can say, enjoying yourself, greeting each and everyone, like whomever you're not at all greeted in your entire lifetime. It's like if there is a one get together party from your college end, like you'll be greeting everyone like, hello, guys, yes or no? What a response for this particular motion. How will you be greeting? Will be greeting each and everyone, like whomever you're not greeted till a date, you'll be having a very good smile on the particular day. Come on, guys. Like, not even a single response, like greeting at the party. Oh my god. Don't like. Okay, got a response from now. From Ali. Thanks for the response. But I thought like you guys like became too serious on like how to greet each and everyone. Like very much, you guys seriousness is really required. But when you learn something, like what I can say, implementing that matters the most. Like partying is a one thing. Like it is a polite way to greet many people at social event. This is called mingling. Like when you are having this attitude to mingle with each and everyone, like you become a social person, right? It shows that you can, when you are having that. Okay, it's a party night tonight. Okay, that's the one thing that we can have. Like you'll be very happy, right? When you are like, what I can say, when you're having a get together, or like when you're making a plan. Also, like you'll be like the first one to give up. Like you'll be greeting, like you if you are hosting that particular party. Like how we'll greet, you will be greeting each and every one, right? Each and every individual will be, you will be not knowing at all. Yes sir, I know. And after you greet people, you know to how to look after them. Because sometimes, like what does it mean, like greetings at the party or like a social event, or like what you can say in a get together, or like when you get into the corporate field, it will be there. Like there will be some person like who are like not at all familiar, or like not at all familiar face for you, but you should know how to begin a conversation with them. You need to give a self introduction that I am from this particular organization, I work for a different team. Like how is it going in your team? Like what is the performance and all. Like starting that basic conversation is really important, because building that rapport is required. And talk about relationship to the host, discuss one party related item, food team, and length of stay. Like having a discussion on these things will build a good rapport over a period of time. And greetings in a friend's home. Any doubts in greeting in party, like how you can? Party. When I got a response from Ali. Okay, any doubts? I think no doubts on this particular partying matter. I think all of you are like, what I can say, will be having a new swag level when you are doing a party. I know that. Okay, and coming back to greetings in like the normal thing in a friend's home. When you go into a friend's home, it is like you will feel like it's my home itself. You're not at all like when you go into a best friend's home. Like what I do is I will not at all greet, but the formal way is to greet them, to say hello or ahoy, and then like what I can say, capturing your friend's room. That is how we should do that. Okay, and you should be having like you'll be your face should be having that happiness. That's how you need to greet like your friends, parents, like elders, his younger brothers, like each and every one you should greet, guys. That's the formal way. Okay, and they use friends. You can call me. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me here. I've heard so much about you. It's nice to put a face to a name, and you have a very beautiful home. Like complimenting. Like sometimes what you'll be doing is like you'll be greeting some of our friends, like giving them like compliments like that are not at all required. Like sometimes you'll be saying that you are the best person in the whole world. I have not at all met till date. Like, and your friend will feel like, "Hey, what the hell, man? Today is giving me a lot of what applause," and in turn you feel that he's trying to pull my legs. I've faced the situation. Like they'll be greeting me like anything. One or like one day when we are like meet up on a particular one of our like common friends' home. Like whoever the guy who organizes that, like he'll feel like at the end, like why the hell like I invited these guys to my particular home. They should not feel that. That should be the way to like greet. Okay, and like complimenting is also like very much required. Anyone like who was having a weird experience that a friend of yours came in and he like greeted, everything went on really well, but at the end, like when he was leaving, like he will make an impression that, or like he will greet you like in, or like he will like give you an applause like anything, like you are the best, you are my best bestie. Like if I die also, I will die with you. Like they will give you some like random thoughts in between, and your parents are feeling that okay, what a friend my son or my daughter is having. They'll be astonished to see the friendship, or like what I can say, the greeting level. Okay, that should be not be like, guys. I know that you have a lot of affection to your fellow close friends, but trying to maintain that dignity like makes the best. And this is some conversation that we can have a look, like a normal activity. Like if some of your friends, like you look into like jump at your friends or like your friend's home. Like, hi Mike, I've heard a lot about you. This says you love to play guitar. Yes, I do. Like how we can like build on a conversation, like build on a greeting. Yes, I do, Mr. Simpson. Nice to meet you. Like when an other friend is being added, like what I said, like sometimes a best like two best friends will be having another one who want to take like take him up to the particular what I can say friend home, like in give an introduction. How we can start a formal like what I can say conversation, like mentioning that I have heard about you. You are really proficient in these particular things, and we are glad to finally able to meet you. Sorry for that. Okay, dinner will be ready in about 20 minutes. Like mentioning about like the what are things that we will be doing in the next like fire like or in the next in the next like what are planned. Is it like that is also like a way to like build a conversation to make a very good work and say a formal friendship and all those things. Is there anything like then you can ask that, then how you should be like you should not say that okay we are ready for the dinner. Is that the way? No, right? You should ask them. Is there anything that I can help you with? That's the formal way. Don't say like okay yeah it will take 20 minutes. No issues. Like we will wait for 1 hour. Don't give a or response like this. Okay. I know everything is pretty much ready. We are just waiting on the roast. I hope you like the roast beef. Yes, of course. Just tells me that you are a fabulous cook. Like this is a way, like how we can like build on a very good formal way of communication and greetings at the party. Like how we can build upon like because as I mentioned, like sometimes when you're organizing a get together or a party, like some of your friend might come up and we're like, I don't even think that we have met. I'm Stacy. Like, hi Stacy, I am Carl. Like first time, like how should we like give an like what I can say? Uh like a step forward from our end to greet some of our fellow friends, like friends. How we should greet that? This is being mentioned here. And hi, Carl. How do you do? No, Jean. Like if he or she is a common friend of yours, you can ask that question in between, so that a rapport has been built over a period of time. Oh, Jane and I used to work together at a coffee shop. That's why they know each other. Now you got to know that they have worked previously in the same place. That's why they are like they are the besties. Oh, you mean where you're working in Japan? When you're working in Japan, but that's right, yeah. And how do you know her? Actually, Jane is my cousin, or mom, or sisters. And you can reply that no way, you don't look any similar anyway from any what I can say. Don't look so similar. You can mention that. This is how we can go on build a very good rapport way to greet and like when you are like in a party and all those things. Any doubts, guys? Till now, please let me know because we're literally at the end of session. So how to greet in like you got to know how to greet like when you meet them when you're not having the time, how to greet them at a party, how to greet them at the home, how to greet them in a business. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Okay, and greetings in a business. Like how can we make a business a very formal one, formal way to greet? Like if you are like having a client, let us take that your like boss tells you that you have to make a business deal with my client. You will be turning up and you need to meet him at this random place. How would you do that? Because it's the first time you are meeting up someone, and how can you introduce yourself to him or her? Like if you are a person, hey, hello, I am Mia Connors, and you are an individual. Hi, Mia, I am David, and this is my partner, Evans. You can give a formal shake hand to him or her, and in turn, you will get like, nice to meet you, Mr. Sinclair and Evans. Thank you for taking the time to meet me today. Like as I said, like taking or like giving an gratitude for them for the time is really important, right? When you are like greeting any formal business page, having that thinking is really important, very much required. Like showing a gratitude for their time because they are investing some time, and when you are mentioning that thanks for meeting up and thanks for the time that you have given for us, it shows that you are a person like who really gives an importance for the time. Oh, just a minute, guys. And it's our pleasure. And please call us David and Gina. And can I take your quote like a formal way? And in turn, he ask you like, thank you, no problem. Please take a seat, and we'll be right with you. And I just have a quick make a cell phone or I have a call to make. This is how we can make a very good what I can say. Greetings in a what I can say in a business made right. This is the best way. Any doubts, guys? And greetings in the classroom. Like how will you greet your fellow what I can say fellow friends or like your besties and all. This is the one thing that you can just go through. Hello, I am like when you're like, oh, this is the one thing that we can take up an example. Like when you jump into a class, like when you change the colleges, like this is how you can build a very good rapport or like very good way to greet. Hello, I am Sasha, and hi, Sasha, I am Brent. Nice to meet you, Brian. Where are you from? Chicago. And you? Like you can this like there's a way that you can build a very formal communication and a way of like questioning and how to build it up and how to make it look it like what I can say. I'm having a very good greeting sense. All those things can be done or can be known and you can learn a lot of things over here. And thank you for the patience, guys. listening for the past 1 hour, guys. Really, thank you. Sorry for extending like more than 1 minute. Sorry for that. Any doubts? Like if you are having any doubts, you can mail me at my email ID so that I would definitely be replying you regarding any of the concept that has been covered till date. I'm available for the next 1 or 2 minutes. Any doubts, please let me know. For the patient listening for the past of the session.